Hello, I'm Josh George. I'm going to talk a little week one college football. It does start this Saturday. I'm going to predict one of the games this Saturday. I'll pick UMass over DeQuincy, and I'm always going to pick an FBS over an SCS. So UMass will win the first game of college football this Saturday. Then to the other week one games. OU against FAU. I'm going to pick the Sooners. I think this game will be close at halftime, but the physicality of the Sooner team will eventually pull away. But a game that could be fun to watch because Lane Kiffin will be on the sidelines of this game. Then, Ole Miss and Texas Tech. I think this one will be another fun game to watch. Cliff Kingsbury very much on the hot seat this season, and this game will have a big measuring stick to how their season will go. I think Texas Tech will barely squeak out a victory. Then Washington versus Auburn. This one is very much Stidham versus Browning, and which quarterback can make the bigger play and have the bigger impact for their program. I think it's Stidham, and I'm going with Auburn in a close game. It's also in Atlanta, so much closer to Auburn than Washington. Then another neutral site game in North Carolina. This one's Tennessee and West Virginia. I think West Virginia has the better offense. I'm a big fan of Will Grier coming into the season. I think he's going to start the season off hot and get a win for West Virginia. Then Louisville and Alabama. Alabama's a 24-point favorite. I think that's pretty fair. I know they're still have some holes on defense to figure out. I think they can kind of figure that out. I think this one's kind of a 38-14 game, though. I think Alabama does what they do and take care of business and beat Louisville. Then a good game against LSU and Miami. I'm going turnover chain. I like Edo, but I'm picking Miami to beat LSU. Then Florida State and Virginia Tech. I think this one will be a little bit of an upset. Florida State still has quarterback controversy and has offensive line trouble. Because of that, I'm picking the Virginia Tech Hokies to beat Florida State. Then the big game. Michigan and Notre Dame. Sweeney, 33, still running back for Notre Dame. I'm going to pick Notre Dame to beat the Fighting Jim Harbaughs. Then, my upset of the week. This is a Friday game. I'm picking Army to upset Duke. I think the running game of Army is honestly too much for Duke, and it's a team that you could overlook. Army did have 10 wins last season, so that is the upset of the week. Then the team that's favored by way too much. That's Ohio State against Oregon State. Ohio State's been dealing with a lot of off-the-field issues. We'll find out this week if Urban Meyer will be on the sidelines. Right now, it looks like he won't be. And Ohio State's favored by 37 points against Oregon State. I don't think they can win by 37 points. This is Week 1 College Football with Josh George.